Hi, it's Kwesi Millington here, speaker, youth mentor, and coach. And today is about how to inspire your audience to take action. Now, listen, you may think that you can inspire your audience just by the way you move and because your story is compelling, but a lot of times we give our audiences messages and they don't take any action, and we're not sure why they don't act. We're thinking, oh my gosh, I gave such a great speech. And you may have done that. You may have given a great speech, but use what I call the 3D formula when it comes to putting your speech together if you want your audience to be inspired and take action on what you say. Now, the first D is decide. You need to decide when you're putting your speech together this one thing. You want to decide what it is that you want your audience to walk away with. So think of it as if you're writing an essay. When you write an essay, you have to have a thesis. You have to have a point you plan on proving. And the same is true when you speak. It doesn't have to be as formal as an essay, of course, but you want to decide, what do I want my audience to leave here believing? What is the big idea that I want them to take away? And everything you leave in your speech or take out will be related to that one question. What do you want your audience to decide? That's the first D. The second D is, what do I want my audience to deliberate, aka think about? What do you want your audience to think about? Remember this, resonance comes from reflection. When your audience is reflecting on something very pertinent to their own lives, they feel it internally and they're more likely to take action. So what do you want them to feel? What is that feeling you want to have inside of them that makes them say, you know what, I got to take action. I got to think about my own life. What do you want them to deliberate on? And the final D is do. What do you want your audience to do? My background is in policing, and I learned firsthand that people don't always naturally assume that what you've said is what they should do. They don't always listen. Sometimes they have to be told directly, do this now. And that's when they'll take action. So in your speech, when you are getting close to the end, ask yourself, what do you want them to do? And tell them what you want them to do. Leave here today and do this. As you walk out the door, do this. Be very direct with what you want them to do. Implied directions don't lead to action. So remember that. What do you want them to do? And follow what I call the 3S formula when it comes to your do. Make that direction, what you want them to do, simple, significant, and standard. Simple. Make it something very simple. Don't tell them, okay, if you're going to follow your goals, you want to write down 10 things you want to do next month, and then write down 15 things you want to do by next year, and 20 things you want to do within the next 10 years. Nope. One thing. Make it simple. Next, significant. It should be something that's going to change their life in some way. Make sure it's something that is going to move them forward in life without a doubt if they do that thing. And finally, standard. It should be something that's applicable to almost everyone in your audience. So for instance, if you're in a specific industry and you want them to do something that's very technical or very specific that doesn't apply to everyone, think of a way to step back out and make it more universal or standard across your whole audience. So take these 3Ds. What do you want them to decide? What do you want them to deliberate on? And what do you want them to do? Apply this to your next speech and you will inspire your audience to take action. If you like this video, share it with those you know and comment. Let me know what you think and how you're applying it to your next speech.